Do you want to buy the battle pass?
Dude, fuck that. Fuck that. I bought the battle passes for Modern Warfare because it was actually good. Cold War is shit.
Oh. So what do you want to do?
Have you ever done Plunder?
I haven't.
Plunder's funny. Literally all you do is you run around and you loot money. Like you could kill people obviously, and like you can kill people to take their money, but you can literally play the game without encountering anybody.
Do you want to do not fill? Or
For
don't fill, or do you wanna do
Plunder,
fill?
you want to fill just because it's like the more
Team
people you have,
money collection.
yeah.
You're right.
So there's no reason not
Alright,
to.
alright.
But I do have a strategy for Plunder
Okay.
that sometimes works. It doesn't net me any wins, but
Sometimes it works.
there's a spot. There's one particular spot, and it's weird because everybody has a strategy. Usually, what they'll do is because there's these secret codes you get to unlock these bunkers that are full of fucking money. So their teams, all they do is they run around and loot these bunkers with secret codes. I don't fucking care. So I just go to the place that has a shitload of stuff without having to unlock it with a secret password I have to Google. The bunkers are kind of fun though, because usually there's like a ladder that goes down.
What's up, guys?
So
Nothing. So depending on the flight path, I mean, I say depending on the flight path, but it's gotten to the point where it doesn't even matter. I just do it every time anyway.
Get yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly.
What?
Chicken butt?
Hey, Dwight, you still hear me?
You're done warming up. Stand by
Dwight.
for deployment to the war zone.
Sweet nuts.
yo.
Alright, just checking. Where are we dropping?
Train station.
Range.
Raj.
Alright, let's do it.
Plunder.
There's a shitload of money
Kill
at train
cash by
station.
completing contracts, looting, or eliminating
Not a lot of
targets.
people usually drop there.
I guess we'll find out.
It's like 3 fucking floors of loot.
What the hell's the train station?
Enemy
It is.
soldier incoming.
Right over there.
Oh, I see.
You see all these people are going to Superstore.
Yeah, fucking Superstore. You go to Superstore if you want to die, actually.
Exactly. You go to train station if you want to get loot. I'm gonna get paid. And I'm not even gonna go anywhere.
Part of train station? That looks fucking huge.
Yeah, on the land on the roof where that circle window is if you can. If not,
Oh, the circle window. Okay, I got a name for that.
yeah. If not, you can. There's one staircase that goes up. Most of the staircases are blocked. There's one staircase that goes up. But if you
Marking
wanna,
target location.
Landed.
So there's not a ton of shit up here, but now be careful when you drop in, because you have to drop. You have to open
Enemy
your
UAV
parachute.
overhead.
Yeah,
Start on
snipers
the-
are pretty rough there. Oh man, I fucking fell down.
That's okay. There's loot at every level.
Armor box.
There will be endless armor boxes.
Cast it. I got a cash deposit balloon.
Yeah, save it until you hit 150,000, and we'll chain them, because you'll come across a lot of those. And
Oh shit!
Sniper rifle.
Primary
Get
LZs
it.
are marked. Extract is standing by.
Holy shit! Look at all this mooning.
yeah, a lot of
I
Enemy
know,
UAV
right?
over-
been most of the places.
Enemy UAV overhead.
It's alright, pick up stopping power rounds whenever you can, just so you have both guns stocked up with them.
I don't think I ever landed here very often, actually.
So there's this floor.
I'm going rooftop.
Yeah, there's some on the roof too, and there's like another side building. See, we're on the
Enemy UAV.
what would you call
Enemy
this?
UAV overhead.
This is like the north. This is like the main part, but there's an entire other wing. If you look at the map, you can see.
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Oh, nice.
Supply box
Grab it,
marked.
Dirk.
Secure the package.
So because there's another balloon right here, I'm just gonna drop this balloon and then fill up, because I already got 100,000 anyway. And I don't know who's
Where is it?
closest. Right here.
Bank over here. Drop your cash if you need to.
Is 48k
Enemy
enough to
UAV
deposit?
overhead.
I mean, if you got
Any-
another one right in
anything
front of
is-
you. Because it
Anything
takes.
is good to deposit.
It is, but you wanna. I mean, just because it takes so long to fucking reload the thing. If you, that's
Oh,
why.
okay,
That's
right.
why if I
Enemy
pop
soldier
open a chest, I've
incoming.
got like I always keep the cash deposit balloon on me, and then if I pop open another one and there's another cash deposit balloon, I just dump whatever I've got and then pick that one up.
What's
That
the
way.
fucking,
So here's one right here. I
Enemy
got one.
UAV overhead.
is it still
Oh
available?
fuck! Fuck. That one. Oh no! Fuck.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit.
How do you get over there?
I was on the first floor and like with all the arches and the pillars and shit.
I do not know how to navigate this shit.
I got 150k.
Yeah, you guys want to deposit probably.
Okay, I'm back online. Damn it.
Enemy attack chopper is in the AO.
Yeah, there's a guy
Bring
on
it
the
down
first
and
floor.
recover the cash.
Trying to put my balloon. But it's blocked, so.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm back online.
There's gotta be open space above it, so you gotta strategically place it.
Marking target location. Deposit point marked.
Requesting recon flyover.
UAV. Let's see what these fuckers are.
Oh, come on.
Secure all cash you find.
3 nuts behind you.
Fucking nailed him anyway.
Heading this
That's
way.
not a one
Yeah,
though.
they're right there.
Cash loss. 15,000. Motherfucker.
Looks like they're clumped up too.
Tent position. What the fuck?
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemies dropping into the AO.
One behind us. Looks like he might be on the roof.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Damn it.
Be advised, friendly.
He executed me. Classy. Fuck that teddy bear.
That's one thing I never play is plunder. Jesus.
Usually whenever a place gets contentious, I mean, sometimes I'll fight it out just because I like playing the game. But usually if it gets to the point where you're fighting over like nothing, unless you're trying to get kills, you might as well just fly away.
Get your battle pass, I guess.
Battle pass.
Ah, fuck. I'm down.
I don't know how fucking far away.
Damn
You're
it.
pretty far away.
UAV just...
Hostile spotted. Hostile spotted. Hostile spotted. Hostile spotted. Single shooter.
Damn.
Yeah, mom's a hole.
That's a lot of hostiles that are being spotted.
Hostile.
You are like out in the fucking sticks?
Yeah. Well, so one of the advantages. Oh, look at that motherfucker. Come back here. There's 2 of
Come to
them.
you.
Keep playing, motherfucker. Oh yeah, you don't
Where
fucking
are
like
they?
it. He's he's on that roof right there.
Mark him.
Contact!
I can't see where you're... Off to your
I'm
left.
taking fire!
Positive ID on the bounty target. Sort them out.
Ah, damn it.
fire.
Ah!
Stop.
I almost fucking killed her. I whacked her. I only need one more whack.
That was the worst. One more walk away, eh? Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Y'all niggas are garbage.
Oh man. Now this is pod racing.
The internet cannot be trusted with anything.
That's the same thing in Ground War. If you play Ground War in regular Modern Warfare.
It's just constant moaning.
Oh, dude, it was. I mean,
Oh, that was an onslaught of the senses right there.
it used to be worse actually because they didn't have the game. Like, they're fucking incompetent, so they didn't have the game worked out. So you would spawn in, and it's still this way in Ground War. You can't hear what your own entire fucking like 20 or 30, 40, 50, however many people team. You can't hear what they're saying unless you're next to them, like within range.
Uh-huh.
So then they made it so initially it wasn't like that, and it was just, I don't know, there were just like whole chunks of time where you couldn't hear anything no matter what, or you could hear people that were on the other side of the fucking map and it wasn't clear why because they weren't even in your squad.
Yeah.
And so people would
That's
just start
funny.
screaming at each other. It would just, it's, you know, it's chat spam, but with noise.
Yeah. Yeah. I was this whole time I was expecting at least once for there to be like moaning,
Oh yeah. Well,
and it delivered.
the kids learn. The kids learn. Unfortunately, this is what happens whenever
are we
you
like
do online learning.
are we old farts now? Are we like the grandpappies?
I like to think of it like founding fathers. The only way to be
I've
able to
been in this
identify
shit.
degeneracy
I've-
is,
Yeah.
you know, you got to be able to experience a time when there was no degeneracy, which was never.
Well, I mean, there was degeneracy back in the Sea of
Yeah,
days, right?
there's never not been degeneracy. It's just a different type. It's more, it's the difference between, you know, say like impressionism and
Sure.
fucking
Postmodernism.
yeah,
Or some shit.
exactly. It used to make sense. Like the degeneracy
Yeah.
then, at least there was a form and a function to it.
Right. It was artistic. It was genuine, right? Like it was like it was.
Yeah,
just
there was
like...
you know, there was, I don't know, some sort of cultural value to it.
Right.
I actually
Right, like
read
like,
an article
no
about
one,
this.
No one was just doing it to like be annoying. They were doing it like almost as like a form of comedy.
Or they
At
were
least
doing
most
it to
of
be
the time.
annoying, and it was just to target the one person that took the bait.
Yeah. Yep.
I do that a lot. I've got a lot of fucking
Uh.
uploads. It's just me doing that. It's pretty fun.
Right. But do you remember the forget what it was called now. Was it pwned.nl? I think it was pwned.nl, and it was the guy who was like, fucking hacker, fucking faggot. Do you remember that? Do you remember that thing?
What game was it?
Oh, it was a parody of CS:GO. It wasn't like an actual, it was just an animation, like a Flash animation. I almost want to see if it's still around. Hold on.
It
one
is.
second.
It's still there, but my plugin is not supported.
Oh no, because it's Flash. God damn it.
Yep. We don't need Flash.
God damn it. Pwn.nl was like high quality. That was like peak CS humor.
Door stuck. Oh, I gotta get door stuck.
It was the one where and then like the guy played like back in, see, that was the thing, like people would play like funny audio clips, right? Like
Yeah.
that, so
yeah.
in that particular video it was like, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life. Like it's just like I don't know, man. It was, and you knew it was like, they either had some jank setup where they rerouted the audio through to their microphone, or they literally just like held a speaker up to their microphone.
They were using
I
line in.
don't-
I used to do the same thing in Ventral. I would like during raids and shit. You just switch your input to line in, and then everything that you play in your computer just that's your fucking mic.
Yeah, it was top tier. Good shit.
Oh, I remember this.
Okay, you guys, let's move out.
Let's roll out.
Flash animation. On point. I remember trying to learn Flash.
I'll camp here.
I'll camp here.
Oh, is it on YouTube? It better be on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, yeah. Like 100
Is it
billion
pwned?
uploads of it. Yep.
Pwn.nl, there it is.
Flash it.
And I love how he uses the real CS sound effects.
Oh my god, you fucking loser! I know you hate me. I'm gonna tell the admin on you, faggot. Leave now, you faggot. Leave.
You
Admin
faggot.
bans you.
Leave before the admin bans you faggot. Fucking American, that's Pacific Northwest.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? I know you're fucking hacking. You fucking team killer fucker. I'm gonna
Team
fucking
killer
definitely
fucker.
deserve a ban, you faggot.
This is where Re comes from, I think.
Leave right now, I'm gonna make you leave. I'm gonna get hacks, and I'm gonna come in your server and kick you out, you fucking faggot.
The related videos.
Here's the good shit. How to install hacks.
How to Oh, what's... I gotta... You remember Door Stuck, right?
Dude, I don't know if I do.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
know. Let me look at
It
Door
was
Stuck.
so fucking beautiful.
The Phantom, exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist rags. I could exercise you, this could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. Ah, try to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck! Please!
I beg you! You're a genuine dick sucker. You're a genuine dick sucker. God. It was short, but
did
it
you
was
watch
one
the
of my
rest of-
favorites.
Yeah. So, did you not watch the rest of Pwned, or was that the whole video?
No, that was like that first half.
Yeah, because the second half is like real bad. Like that's when it gets dark, right? Because that's the whole fucking shooting up the school and shit. Like it's. Whew.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that, dude? That's the whole hack. Okay, so
I remember.
after he gets killed in CS:GO, he installs hacks, or he attempts to install hacks. But
He's installing
turns out the
hacks.
hack is a virus. The hack
After
is a virus.
30 minutes of searching for hacks, Codename decides that the...
Yep, and it's like, don't install into anywhere but the C folder or something like that.
Could any of you guys hook me up with some Uber hacks?
Yeah, it's oh, dude. And then and then it kills his computer, and he goes psycho.
Tells me what a good hack for CS is, so you can get revenge on like stupid
Are you watching it?
faggot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, a guy named I Got Samster already replied to my thread. You should try downloading Spork. Here's the link. Well, okay, sounds pretty neat.
The fucking animation.
Okay, let's see here. Extract anywhere but the Steam folder and run the exe. Okay.
Okay. Fucking Canadian.
What the fuck is happening to my computer? What the fuck is fucking tricked me? You fuckers!
He's got a fucking zdsoft.com watermark in this fucking video. The next day at school. How the fuck did he get a hold of a deagle?
You're not supposed to ask questions there.
Those kids are playing quarters.
Dude, quarters. Do they still play that? I don't even know if they still play that.
I'm sure. I mean, they don't know that we did. So it's not, man, there were some kids, you know, the traditional edgelords, that would play fucking quarters, and it would just, they didn't have knuckle skin afterward. Like, they would do it every day. And I was like, what the fuck? There's getting blood all over the goddamn
desks or tables or the like cafeteria tables and shit.
Got to the point where the fucking teachers had to start intervening.
Dude, we played quarters like once on the playground. That was dumb as fuck. It was just like concrete everywhere. It's just like, okay. Admittedly, that like reduced the impact of the quarter.
Yeah.
Sometimes the quarter would pop though and hit you in the fucking hand.
Yeah, exactly. Just fly off and fucking hit you in the face.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, and it was impossible to keep the fucking quarter spinning on the concrete. But
Yeah, why?
dumbass.
I mean, if you don't have a table.
Yeah. God. Yeah. Fucking L.A. and its concrete wasteland. It was super funny. Like at my middle school, it was like there was clearly plenty of greenery like outside of the school, and even like in the courtyard. But like the playground was just like all fucking asphalt, just for like miles.
It makes me wonder if that shit was intentional. If that was just like,
Yeah.
what are you trying to do? Or you like it? I mean, you would.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's an attempt to make things safer by just completely homogenizing the environment. So it's like, well, you know now that this is concrete, so you're not going to accidentally trip over a rock. I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
We had black widows.
Sure, it was like, oh yeah, dude, LA, yeah, dude. Growing up, my grandma's house, like I could almost any day between like the summer and the fall, I could go over to my grandma's house. Spring and the fall, sorry. I can go over to my grandma's house, and I can just like root around anywhere outside, and I will find a black widow. Like,
And
they're fucking
oddly enough,
everywhere, man.
not a lot of people died from them.
Yeah, like it's funny, like how much you hear about like, oh, black widow is one of the most dangerous spiders, and yet like no one fucking dies from them.
My uncle got bit by a brown recluse in Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah,
he-
no, dude,
he,
those are worse.
fortunately
those genuinely
identified
scared the
it.
shit out of me.
Yeah, there was surgery required for that. He had to have a little chunk of his shit taken out because it was necrotic.
Yeah.
Lucky. I say lucky. He later died from what I think was AIDS.
Oof.
Maybe not lucky. Lucky he didn't die from a brown recluse bite, I guess.
Yeah, right. I really need to do my loadouts. I have not done anything.
Well, the nice thing is you passively earn experience in Warzone. So, like, you just having a gun, picking up a gun, any gun you pick up, if you're playing like a time-based, especially the gas one, anytime a certain amount of time passes, then you get experience on all of the weapons and shit that you're holding.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I like leveled up bullpup. I don't remember what it is, FR or some shit like that. For no reason, other than it's already so goddamn low level. I think it was a 2 XP weekend.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which doesn't help us right now, because it's
Right, because it's
not
fucking...
the weekend.
Yeah.
But I think it was. 2 XP weekends are... That's how they try to sucker you into buying the Battle Pass, because if you buy the Battle Pass, you get these 2 XP weapon and like 2 XP Battle Pass tokens for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and an hour. So you get a shitload of those while you're leveling up. And if you buy the Battle Pass, to be fair, if you buy the Battle Pass only, the Battle Pass, you passively earn enough CP to pretty much buy the next Battle Pass. So if you...
I see.
Yeah, I think that...
So
that's,
if you buy one battle pass and you play it enough, you end up actually kind of having perpetual battle passes.
Yeah, I mean, they're like... Whenever I made that Reddit post being pissed about the fact that they didn't stick to the ordinary schedule, and so I idiotically bought... It was the last thing I purchased. Like, I haven't purchased anything else, so, like, fuck them. But I bought COD points in order to max out the Battle Pass, because there is a sunken cost situation where, like, if you don't max out the Battle Pass, why the fuck did you get it? Because usually the shit at the end is worth, you know, whatever it is. And I didn't play it enough. Shame on me.
See, this is why I hate fucking microtransactions, man. Just the whole enterprise.
Well, you can game them. That's the thing. Like, you can game a microtransaction
Yeah, but
system.
but the fact that you have to, but then you're not even really playing the game at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're just playing it to like get the shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's no longer the motivation of like, oh, I enjoy playing this game. Like back in my day, god damn it, we played Counter-Strike because that's what you fucking played, and it was fun. Like, there was no microtransaction bullshit. The skins were the skins you had. There was like 5 skins, and you were fucking happy about it.
Well, one of the things that was nice about... So that's... part of the... They figured something out. So they figured out that if you pair certain types of microtransactions with a certain type of map and playlist strategy, I guess, you can create a system in which microtransactions are actually not beneficial to play, but in the sense of progression or in the sense of winning or whatever, but they're beneficial. I don't know how to describe it. Like the meme gun that I have, that thing is fucking satisfying to kill people with. It's just, there's no other way. Like if you have a playlist like they used to with shipment, 24/7 shipment, and you go on 24/7 shipment and you've got that gun, you're fucking just, like, other people can see it too. So it's not like just purely cosmetic to you. Other people can see, and like 7-8 people fucking splatter into voxels, and it's hilarious. Like it just adds a dimension of entertainment to the game. So that's
like,
what I figure.
I think, I don't know. Part of me is like, I hate how a lot of these other things are set up though, with how the microtransact, like they're deliberately set up to be obtuse and complicated and hard to understand.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like I actually, a part of me kind of, okay, this is gonna I kind of like what Riot does. I feel like Riot, it's just like, look, this skin is fucking $10. If you want it, you pay for it. Sometimes we'll have sales. You know what I mean? Like, it's just straight up, and it's like, hey, if you want to earn the currency, there's a currency you can earn.
Oh yeah. Now what they're doing here is they're gamifying like psychologically what's happening. Like that's 100% what's happening, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Like I if you look at my Reddit posts on just the Modern Warfare subreddit, it's just me spamming like links and fucking resources. Like I'm doing as much as I possibly can to make it visible that these motherfuckers are currently... This is why I don't like... Modern Warfare was a phenomenal game. Like, it genuinely was an awesome game. But what it is it was a proof of concept for the... Like, you could see it happening. When Modern Warfare and Warzone came out, it was supposed to be like... if Apex... Like, let's say Apex Legends had a multiplayer version that wasn't, you know, fucking Battle Royale.
Sure.
And then they were like, the free one is Battle Royale, and then the Apex Legends multiplayer shit is like $20 or whatever. But there's a benefit to getting both, because then you can use the shit for multiplayer. So yes, okay, that part was genuinely beneficial in the sense of you have additional gameplay modes, so they're giving you something for your money, and they're incentivizing you to buy that thing, because it also, if you like the other game mode, the Battle Royale game mode, it benefits it there. And that's what they did here, but they chained it. So they did Modern Warfare, Warzone, and then Cold War, and they used Warzone as this intermediary. So if you like Warzone, and you like having loadouts, then you're incentivized to buy Cold War. And if you like Warzone enough, then you're incentivized to buy the battle passes in both Modern Warfare back when they had them, and now Cold War, because the battle passes contain blueprints and shit for, like, you can level the gun and make them yourself. Like, it's not pay to win. It's just...
I think that's super dope. That the battle pass, you pay for content that you don't actually get unless you do things. Like, that pisses me off. I feel like money should give me goods.
Oh, well, there's a reason for that.
I shouldn't have to... I know, that's how they get you to keep playing, right?
No, not just that.
It's all to just...
It's not just that, because they know that... So this is what happened, actually. So because I really went to fucking town, like, trying to figure out exactly, like, the algorithm that they patented in order to I guess, pitch or justify... someone's going to buy this. Someone's going to, like... There's going to be another company that's either interested in the data or that's interested in applying this exact same algorithm to something like some other type of advertising. But what they did was the double XP weekends were strategically placed throughout the Battle Pass. So they would always have a double XP weekend right before the end of the Battle Pass, and then they would have them strategically throughout the Battle Pass. Now, what they could do, because this entire thing's data-driven, is find out peak times when people would play. And so they would find out when people play the most, and then they would put the double XP weekends for whatever reason. I don't know why, whether it was seasonal or whatever the shit. So they would put the double XP weekends in times where people didn't necessarily play as much. So I keep getting this in the fucking forums. People are like, I don't know why you can't fucking max out the battle pass. I was like, well, first of all, maybe I just don't want to fucking play as much as you. Second of all, what the fuck ever. Like, I'd never, the only time I ever did this, I bought COD points because what you can do is you can buy battle pass tiers. That's why they do it. They don't do it just to keep you playing. They do it so that if you don't level up all the way, there's actually an incentive for you to not play. Because if you don't play, you'll buy COD points just to finish the battle pass. Because you could just buy the tiers, which is what I did, and it was the only time I did it, and the only reason I did it was because it was the last battle pass, and there was something at the fucking end I wanted. And then the double XP weekend was still extended, could have easily completed it. It was only like a few levels, but it still fucking pissed me off, which is the reason I got mad. But that is, it's not just incentive. It's actually fucking brilliant because it's a two-pronged approach. It's incentivizing one group of people to play more, and then it's incentivizing another group of people who know they're not going to necessarily play more to buy COD points in order to complete the battle pass. It's truly sinister. But if you're a normal person and you know how much you're going to play, you have an idea of how much you're going to play, then you're less likely to be overtly manipulated.
It's for paying, right?
That's the only reason I can justify doing it, because I was like, I know when they're manipulating. As long as I'm aware of their attempt to manipulate me, I'll just fucking hate them for it, and that'll be it.
Right, you are Garfield. You are aware that
I am not immune to advertising.
It's basically video game propaganda.
It is. It absolutely. I mean, it's because they're obfuscating it, and the reason why that pissed me off at the end was because I wasn't aware that they were fucking me over, and that's what made me mad. Because I was like, you have never done this before. This is unprecedented, and everybody was like, you should have known, dude. Like, you know, it's the last. And I was like, fuck you. There's 0 data points. There's no reason to assume this. You have no reason to assume it. You're using it as a post hoc fallacy on your part. You think that because you saw it happen, and now in retrospect, well, of course this going. No, that's not how it works. You could have seen how many fucking dumb people there were.
No, there was actually quite a number of people on Reddit though who seemed to agree, at least from what I could see.
the number, because the other people got fucked over too, and then there were people. It broke down into 2 different factions. The people who are fucking just try-hard, sweaty mouth breathers who play non-stop, and so this wasn't a problem for them. And then there are the people who are anti-establishment. I don't like what's happening to video games. This is part of a problem. Those people. And a subset of those people were the people that got fucked by this, because they're mostly just people like me, where it's like, sorry, I've got 2 jobs. I'm trying to take care of my sick mom, whatever the fuck. You know, I don't have time to do this, but I still want to enjoy the game. I bought the battle pass because I know that if I play through the whole thing, it'll pay for itself in a sense. It's really not that much of a cost. But if I don't complete the battle pass, that's the part where it's completely legitimate. What your complaint is completely legitimate. If I can't complete the battle pass, I shouldn't have to pay extra fucking money for the thing I paid for.
Oh, it's so dumb, dude. See, this is why I hate. This is why I've been actually. It's funny. One, I've been getting back into the old shooters I used to play. So like me and my buddy Greg, we've been playing. So admittedly, I'm playing Apex, but I don't feel that much of a compunction to like buy anything in Apex. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, you know, and that's fine. Like I could be one of those people, right? Who just like.
I never bought anything. I liked Apex, and I never bought anything.
The games. Yeah. And then, but like Fortnite actually seems to have some like genuine like. Okay, for example, my buddy. So I was using the default skin because I was like, yeah, whatever. My buddy Greg actually bought me the Chun-Li skin. So I'm not
gonna lie, I was tempted.
Bitch running around.
I was tempted, but that's the thing. Like, dude, so that's the reason why.
Is, like for days.
If you take
what's funny. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like it's fine, but like it is like when people say it's kind of distracting, like they're not fucking joking. Holy shit.
And that's a whole different.
It's just like ass.
That's another vector. I see that as another vector because so It's Fortnite took the thing in the game that adds a some type of dimension of entertainment, and then they capitalize the fuck out of it. And so in that case, it just happens to be skins or fucking the parachutes or pickaxe.
But it's skins of properties that you know outside of Fortnite. You know what I mean? It's all like like Chun-Li or Marvel characters, or right now the Mandalorian, or you know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
I sent you the fucking weed skin, right?
The which skin?
The weeds. It's a weed ghillie suit.
Oh yeah. You did send me that.
And that's like culturally ubiquitous, but there are also highly like all of the anime packs, for example. I mean, it's the exact same thing. Modern Warfare was like I've been paying attention to the difference between them. So like if you look at the game modes, you can't see it in Warzone because Warzone just is very straightforward. But if you go into Modern Warfare, depending on like for Valentine's Day, they've got a 1v1. I think it's just called Kiss Me, I think. And then during Halloween, they had a whole like they memed the fuck out of it like with culturally relevant shit. Like I showed you.
It's so bizarre to me. Like the thing that throws me off with COD doing that, like Fortnite, it makes sense because Fortnite is already a silly premise. It's got cartoonish graphics, right? It's okay for them to have absurd notions of like, oh yeah, you can find the Infinity Gauntlet and become Thanos and kill people, and it's like, okay, yeah, whatever, who cares? It's just Fortnite. But like COD, I think it's the cognitive dissonance. I feel COD sells itself as this like hyper realistic, ultra like accurate, you know what I mean? Like we researched guns from all over the world and like added them into our, all this shit. Then they have goofy fucking voxel guns and like I get that you're satisfied with that, but like there's a weird part of my brain that's just like, why the fuck is that in this game?
So there's two
there's
two things that I would say about that. Well, maybe I guess 1.5 things. Basically, the underlying fundamentals don't change. So there is that the realism, and so if I've never like sat and played this game up until I really paid attention to that subreddit. I never at any time considered the way the guns sound. And there are people who were just constantly like, yep, that's a whatever that's an M4. I have an M4. I go to the range. That's a fucking M4. Yes, I've shot a fucking Galil. That's a Galil. Like apparently the quality of the actual guns, the mechanics, the way they reload. Like there was a guy who like dissected sleight of hand and how fast the person was. Like they would do the animation before sleight of hand and after sleight of hand, and the animation was slightly different for sleight of hand. The way the guy reloaded was a way that is apparently a real way that people reload faster. Like it's a weird little technique thing. Like the level of detail is such that the meme guns and shit, like the skins, don't detract from the fundamental mechanic of.
Sure.
So that's the only reason why. Like there are people who are pissed about it still, but those people don't care. I mean, I guess there are two types. They're the people who do know what those guns really do sound like and are pissed about the corniness of it, and then there are people who know what those guns sound like and they're like, this is fucking hilarious because the quality is still there, but there's this ridiculous's on top of it.
Sure, it's almost as if the juxtaposition adds to.
Right. It's like if you go. It's like, do you see that fucking that? It was a viral 4chan snip of the what was it? It was World War III, and they flew in with a I fucking have it. Oh my god! Hold on, wait a second.
You're talking about like the celebrity commercials?
No, it was it was just a post that someone screen capped. Here it is. It was so this was October 23rd, 2018. Year 2020. Trump is re-elected, and this is in the the little arrow like actually hold on.
Oh yeah, the green text.
Yeah, exactly. Yeeted into a bush. That was Trump is re-elected. Immediately declares war on Vietnam. Vietnam War 2.0.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. And then someone, 17-year-old.
Thousands of Gen Z kids.
Yep, I've seen this. Yep.
Be rice
Gucci
farmer.
gang starts blasting from the helicopters.
Yep.
Yes, I have read this.
Whole fucking area around me gets napalm. Choppers drop off enemy troops. Gets smoked by a 17-year-old with a Pickle Rick sticker on the side of his helmet. He does a Fortnite dance over my body and then yeets me into a bush.
Yes, I've seen that. That
So
shit's hilarious.
That's the difference, and that's what mod to me. Aside from weird, cringy things like a weed ghillie suit, which I get it, you know, some people smoke a lot of pot, and that would be very entertaining to them. I saw a guy with that ghillie suit, and I laughed my ass off. But the fact that they straddled that line between cringy shit and culturally relevant memetic shit, like they would make these weird little sly references to things and to memes that were like not dead, but that sort of became part of the subculture. Like that, like there were several times whenever they would do 2XP weekends, and sometimes instead of telling you what the game mode was, you didn't know. It was just the name that they called the game mode, and one of them was COD players only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
That's amazing.
And it was shipment 24/7, and it's true. Like that we always want that there. That's what people have been complaining about for fucking months, or at least a month and a half right now. Like, where's shipment 24/7? The best we got was shoot the ship, which is like shoot house and shipment, and it's randomly distributed, but it's not, because I played that shit, and they are intentionally suppressing shipment because they don't want to bleed players out of Cold War to come play shipment, because it would. Players would stop playing Cold War to come play shipment.
It's that good. What is shipment?
It's a really small map that's just shipping containers and shit, and the map it's very small. Like, so small, it's hard to get long shot kills with anything except a shotgun and maybe a pistol. Like, because a long shot with an assault rifle, there's no way. Like, there's too much blocking shit, and they would have different game modes.
I lost you.
Oh. At what point?
I lost you literally right after you said it's a small map with shipping container.
Okay. So but that's all it is. It's just a very small map, and they would have different game modes on that map. And sometimes those game modes would be things like, well, they had one that they introduced later on called, it was the flag guy. I forget what it's called. You protect the flag runner, and the thing about that map that made it so awesome was it was constant chaos all the time. Like, I sent you that one clip of me killing like 7 people in a row or some shit with a light machine gun. There's team deathmatch where it's just fucking free for all, and then there's like hardpoint where they declare a hardpoint. You have to hold the hardpoint. Whoever holds the hardpoint collects points, and then whoever gets the most points wins. That shit's fucking chaotic because explosives on that map are devastating. Like, you'll get fucking 5 multi-kill grenade, like, if you're doing hardpoint. Like, it's just ridiculous. So all these different game modes they were all chaotic, but they were chaotic in extremely specific ways that had their own fingerprint. It was just it was incredible.
It was like the old what was that one COD map that was like Mock Town or something? It was like
Nuketown.
Nuketown, yeah.
Yeah,
like, it's
guess what's been since fucking launch? Guess what's been running 24/7 in Cold War?
Nuketown.
It's called Nuketown 24/7 because Treyarch owns it, and that's why right now Rebirth Island was, I don't know because I didn't play some of these other Treyarch properties, but that's a Treyarch. So this was a map from some previous Treyarch game, and that's why it's here right now. So they're trying to push. So Battle Royale is Verdansk, which is, Activision.
Huge. It's
Not
ridiculous.
Activision.
Jesus Christ.
Infinity Ward.
It's fucking, dude. Yeah, it's gargantuan. It's probably the largest map I've ever seen. That game's ridiculous.
What was it? So Black Ops 4 was I don't remember exactly, but it was, at least in my mental space, just as big.
So admittedly, I never played that. I'm just saying from all the other games I played, because to be fair, even like obviously the Apex Legends map Fortnite map is big, but like there's kind of a lot of just like empty space between those areas, right? You know, like when you go play Fortnite, there's just like rolling hills, and then like, oh, there's a small town, and then rolling hills. Whereas like fucking Verdansk is packed, right? Like it feels like every square inch has something on it. And it's
There's
just
a lot of shit.
Like, yeah, it's a big ass map.
And they have distinct, you know, that's one of the things that blew my mind about. I guess it blew my mind about Fortnite, honestly, just because. Fortnite was more deterministic, like where you could find chests and shit felt more deterministic to me. But
right,
the same thing was true in Black Ops 4, where I mean you weren't doing that kind of thing, but like the density was impressive. And if you play Ground War, it's just like it's a scaled down version of, you know, Battle Royale. So you're just using a subset of a larger map, but it's still pretty fucking big sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the way they blend these things together, it's fucking stinks of algorithmic manipulation.
100%. But I mean Activision, that's Activision, you know what I mean? Like they're just huge, right? Gonna ask, do you have some other way to chat? I mean, as much as if this is all we have to chat with, then cool with that. There's like another app we could use to chat. That would be preferable, just because I don't want to be staring at a fucking. I mean, I know I could minimize it, like
with audio. Or I mean with. Because I'm Short answer no,
chat,
because
chat
of
is in
PS4.
like voice chat. Okay.
I guess well, if I had.
No, I know. You broke your mic port on the fucking computer.
I'm pretty close to taking it apart because I got a bunch of stuff I need to solder anyway. I don't know what I did. It was just a 3.5mm jack, like the plug that I was plugging into it, but it was kind of old, so maybe it was a slightly larger. I don't know, man. I just thought it was a tight fit, but then it started making a buzzing sound, and
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, let's keep chatting here then. Yeah.
Only if I had two two sets of headphones.
You're good, dude. I like at this point I'm almost tempted to just send you a fucking wireless or a USB headset or some shit. Like just fucking plug this shit in.
Bluetooth 5.0.
Oh, there you go.
I can't imagine they're not going to support it, right? PS5?
I mean, no, yeah, but I was meaning, sorry. I lost you for a solid, 30 seconds. Right after you started talking about how you broke your mic port. Or whatever. I don't even know if you broke your mic port, if it just broke on you.
Oh, no. I broke it.
Oh, okay. You jammed something in too hard and, wrenched it or something?
Well, the thing I don't understand about it was an older plug, but it was a 3.5mm. Like, it was... I literally held... After it happened, I held it side by side with another regular 3.5mm. I couldn't figure out what the fuck the difference was. So I have no idea what I did to that thing. I don't know if maybe... But I never had a problem before.
Yeah, you probably just tore it off of its...
Well, there's still some part of it connected.
Sure.
Because I'm getting weird buzzing sounds. Speaking of weird buzzing sounds, did you ever... did they ever tell you about the OP1? You know, that teenage engineering thing? That synthesizer?
Oh, yeah. Which one? Which teenage engineer?
Well, the OP1 was the one that skyrocketed in price.
One. Yeah. The one that's $1,500 or some stupid shit.
Yeah, now it goes for that. I think it was before whatever.
It was about 1,000, I think, when it launched.
Well, it was less. You could get it used, I think, for $600 or $700. But now it's used 1,000, easy, 1,200 used.
Yeah, it's 1,300. It's 1,300 on their site.
Yeah, and you can easily find it. So, the reason why I brought it up is because I got a. I don't know if I told you about it or not. My girlfriend got me a pocket operator, so they have different.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. I know the pocket operators. Yeah. I follow fucking Andrew Huang and other motherfuckers.
Andrew Huang. Red means recording.
Red, actually, I kind of like his videos where he doesn't talk and he just like. I
just
don't mind
does
his
shit?
videos where he talks because his voice is fine, but like, I like the stuff where he's just like, all right, here's a synthesizer, wham, and then oh, okay, cool.
He gets into the weeds sometimes. Because it's like if
He
you,
does. His
Yeah.
videos are definitely very long.
yeah, which I don't have a
him
problem
and,
with too much because that's pretty much the only thing I listen to at this point.
Sure. Do you listen to like fucking fuck. Why can't I remember his name? What's funny is I used to follow all these like synth people and then I like unfollowed all of them. So I was like, I don't
It's
I
just
don't
too
listen
much
to
time.
this shit anymore. Dude, I have too many subscriptions and it's just like then my subscriptions tab just gets like flooded with shit and I'm like, I don't watch half of this stuff.
I
It's
just started
like
I just started letting it, you know, it I guess theoretically gives me notifications, so I stopped looking at the subscriptions tab altogether and just started looking at notifications, which I don't trust.
He uses like measuring like audio measurement tools to like make synth shit. I forget his Heinbach, that's his name.
What is it?
You know Heinbach? Heinbach?
Heinbach.
I had to think about that for a second. So it's a German dude. Straight up German dude. And he has so he's branched more into like real like made synthesizers, right? Like proper like these are designed as synthesizers. But like his
Now, what do
OG
you mean by
videos,
that? Like fucking
like
Moog?
like shit you would buy like Moog or like Moog or like Yamaha or you know what I mean, like any of those like legit this is a like synthesizer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his original videos, his OG videos are him dicking around with like measuring equipment.
You mean like
shit that
oscillators? Oh, you cut out.
measures like oscillate, but like real oscillate. I mean, obviously they're real oscillators in synths, but I mean like
But he was
an
like,
oscillator that you would use for like measuring like audio response or some, you know what I mean? Like that straight up like, do you know that like 60s lab equipment type
oh
of
yeah,
shit?
yeah. So he's using those
like
to not emulate. He's using those to generate signal.
Exactly, and he basically uses an LFO that's like an LFO from that period, not an LFO that was like, you know, oh, we do this to manipulate the wave to make a sound. It's like, no, we use this to like manipulate the wave so that we could like, you know, have it output like a particular set of frequencies in a particular pattern for like validating, you know what I mean? Like that sort of, right. So they all end up, it's all the same concepts. It's just fucking, you know what I mean? Kind of bonkers. Where's his videos? Oh yeah, lab equipment. Yeah. So here, let me see if I can grab like a screenshot of his like setup. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, this is like an early. Where's his like?
I just
bad
subscribed to it. I'm looking up
Nice.
digital. No, that's different.
Yeah, and like the knobs that he has on his lab equipment is like fucking huge, right? Like it's these big old like. And
Dude,
they're
I
like
collected
super,
those.
Like, that's awesome.
I would go
Yeah,
to this
so
place
I
called
mean-
Urban Ore, and I would just buy weird, fucked up, weird shit, or I would get it from like ENS at work. Like I have a this little box right now. It's just holding fucking M70s and like seal chargers, but I've got this box